Now, unfortunately for Sue, on the other hand, Ron hasn't said that to her in about 20 plus years.
Too far.
That's right where it needs to be. That's perfect.
Now, Nick was constantly getting kicked out of the house for minuscule things such as smoking weed or playing rap music or writing his own raps. He has moved more times than a single mother with 5 kids in Section 8 housing. Some of the places he's lived, in no order: Tim and Tommy's, D-Lou's, my house off and on, Auntie Mimi's, Delaware with Trevor Blythe's, and Florida with Amy's family. Oh shit! That's completely my bad. How can I forget? Slipped my mind. He's also lived in the bathhouses down on Pequot Avenue at Osprey Beach during the winter our sophomore year. You know, if Facebook was around at the time, Nick would be posting niggas be like memes all over Facebook. In Nick's room, he used to have a life-size poster of Akeem Olajuwon. Deep down, he always wanted to be black. Well, I'm sorry to inform you, Nick, but your skin tone's not going to turn, you won't have a cock the size of Mongolia, and you won't have your own shoe that's sold at Payless. Ron and Sue hated Nick so much they called all of our parents in the neighborhood and told them not to allow Nick to hang out with us as he was a drug addict. I'm sorry, Ron and Sue, but it's called weed and everyone does it. Now, what parent do you know that would call their son's employer to tell them to fire their son? Well, I'll tell you what, Ron accomplished that goal when he got Nick fired from Lighthouse Inn. Now,
One of the jobs you didn't name. We got the wine.
if Nick dated his career and life choices, he would most certainly put a bag over its head before he fucked them. Nick got fired from a family-owned gas station for giving out free tires. It's a goddamn heaven sent that he met Amy. Not only for him, but for me. Shit, if I never went to that party at Amy's house shortly after they started dating, I would have never banged Nicole Ramos for 3 weeks. And I need to say thank you for that. That was fucking fantastic. Come on.
She was my friend, I have to say.
Now, Nick has a slew of tattoos. And he was nice enough one day to let some special needs children use his body as a canvas with needles and some ink for arts and crafts time. You do so much, you take care of 2 amazing children as you watch them grow, you clean the house, make meals, do laundry. You are the epitome of what I tried so hard to be but couldn't become. A real-life Mrs. Doubtfire. I'm jealous you pulled it off, good for you. So what does exactly you do, Amy? Other than work. Other than bitch and moan about how shitty work was. Oh, and drink a bottle of wine while texting all of Nick's friends cocked. Whoops, was I not supposed to say that?
I do.
Nick and I share a lot of the same hobbies: smoking weed, Yankees in the game of baseball, old school WWF, rap music, and once again, smoking weed. One thing most people know about me, and if you don't, is that, yes, I love to eat ass. Okay? I'm an ass. There.
Holy shit!
I said it. There we go.
So do I, but I'm not going to say it out loud.
Oh, well, I'm bad. Well, Nick shares that same love for a tight brown asshole, and I know I firmly believe that that's the reason his marriage to Amy lasts, because we all know the same pussy gets really old.
Holy shit.
Nick has made Nick has made a nice transition in life. He went from a wannabe rapper to the member of the KKK. Who would have known? he's one swastika away from opening his own concentration camp. When he delivers to black homes, they're afraid he's going to make them bite the curb. He went from sitting on the hoods of random people's Mercedes on makeshift album covers to driving used Japanese cars until they break down or the car that his wife owns. We both joke about the fact that if Nick and Amy split, he would be fucked because everything is in her name. Don't worry, Nick, you'll find somewhere to live, but I really wouldn't bake on the bathhouses down on Pequot anymore since Hurricane Sandy wiped those out. I don't know what was worse, your music or your baseball talent. God only knows you sucked at both. Now that Nick is a father, he's made some great choices. He dresses like my dad was when he was 45, wearing worn-out Wrangler jeans and generic Nike sneakers from Marshalls or Bob's. You know, the $35 to $45 pairs. He went from wearing a Colt 45 hat to a normal worn and Yankees fitted. Sometimes he grows a beard not for style or warmth, just so people don't recognize him as that wannabe Eminem who used intimidation to sell his shithole CDs at St. Bernard football games. Now, with that being said, I'm sorry I took so much time.
Thank God.
Go fuck yourself, Amy.
Well, I love you, Nick. Happy 30th birthday, and I wish you the best.
Yep, we're sorry you took so much time too, Raleigh.
You took so much time on every other list you've done, so that's it.
I don't know our next guest at all, but I recently learned that his mom is the sweet pediatric nurse I work with at the Sub-Basic Groton. It's really funny that she never mentioned that she had a special needs child during the whole week I spent with my class in Newport. I guess some things in families just need to stay private, right? Michael and Nick and Ben. I did hear that Josh was an awesome cook and that he worked with Nick at Chili's before the night they burned it to the ground. Rumor had it that the mushrooms that Josh was eating, cooking, made the color of the smoldering embers come alive and that the dancing unicorns could be seen prancing through the smoke with the laughing panda bears. Help me welcome Mr. Josh. One pill makes you larger, one pill makes you smaller, Aker.
Hey, all right.
I think so.
Testing. You guys hear me in the back? Good. The last time I was at a Ron Don inspired event, I couldn't hear Nick and Amy's wedding vows, so I'm glad you guys can hear me. Alright, this is my first time doing something like this, so if it's a little awkward and it gets a little bloody, then we'll just flip the couch cushion over after.
Oh, it'll be awkward.
Alright, so, where's Ben at? Is Ben in here? No Ben. We'll start with Drew. Drew, you look like a roided up Mark McGuire fuck the Lucky Charms leprechaun. Drew! The sign said no parking on game day. No parking on game day. No fucking parking on game day! I mean, Jesus Christ, I knew that much and I was tripping balls. Like, are you kidding me?
The Yankees.
Good call, jackass. Good call. And it was a good thing that I was tripping. It was a real good thing that I was tripping because the next 5 hours whipping around the block with 6 heads in the Altima was not too fun. What up, Chuck?
Yes.
Yeah, no, I know he's not here. It wouldn't have been too much fun unless I had a little something on board. And poor Amy for all of that because when we finally found the impound lot 20 minutes before it closed and they didn't take credit cards,
Who had to pay for it?
she had to go get your fucking cash.
I had to pay for it.
Thank you. Yes, you did.
Got paid back on Monday.
I bet you did. I don't know if I believe that or not, though.
She did.
All right, I don't know too much about Drew. He seems like a decent guy.
He's not.
But I do know one thing. If you're selling jacked up bags of mediocre weed as your sole source of income, you might want to consider not making your custies wait for 20 minutes in a sketchy-ass London gas station parking lot. You might not get too many return customers. Oh man, is Ben back yet? No. Where the fuck is he at? Alright. So Amos here too. No, he left too. Jesus Christ. I got it. Alright. Wait, holy shit. The Red Sox cut Pablo Sandoval? Good. The Pandas sucked anyway. Overpaid and overweight. Oh, hey, Ben. Oh, wait, you're not here. Well, I mean, what am I away for? Do I take an intermission?
No.
Okay, thank you. I'm just gonna do my shit. So, Ben, is anyone recording this anyway? No?
Yeah.
Good. So Ben.
No bathroom breaks allowed. I don't know what it is.
It's not a bathroom break.
No.
Fucking in there just
I'm here.
Hey, Ma. Ben, there you are. I see you, Ma.
Go get him.
Yo.
He said it was going to be awkward. He prefaced it with that.
He did. And he was right.
Yo, Roast, what are you doing?
Get your ass out here!
Let's go.
Y'all got to excuse my retarded brother over there. This motherfucker don't know what a roast is about.
Yeah, sorry. Apparently nobody wants to participate. There's an orgy going on in the bathroom. The fuck?
Wait.
Amon's here. We can at least go with his shit.
Okay, hit me off, man. Hit me
There
off.
you go. You look like a roided up A-Rod. Fuck the comic book guy from The Simpsons. You look like an Italian Neanderthal, fucked an Italian pig, and birthed a fat, disgusting, hairy Italian piglet. I mean, it's a good thing this roast is on a Saturday night, because maybe your high school girlfriends will be able to make their 11 p.m. curfew. I mean, goddamn, man, it's no fucking surprise you and Nick are besties. You both work at the same pizza joint. You both excel at useless fucking baseball trivia, useless fucking 90s pop culture trivia, and I hate to break it to you, but Ken Griffey Jr. baseball is not a thing anymore, nor does it boost your resume. I mean, who gives a shit that Dummy McDummerson hit 2,438 home runs in 1883 against the Boston Bean Flickers? Like, who gives a shit?
Dolphins suck.
Yeah, the Dolphins, they have been sucking.
Chester Arthur, go!
Bad. I didn't know Pablo Sandoval could join us tonight. Thank you. So you were actually in the military, huh?
Yeah.
For real? What was your inspiration? Private Pyle from Full Metal Jacket?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, it probably was. You look exactly like him. So if it was, well, we all know how that worked out in the end. So, I mean, I'm guessing kind of soon, like, this is my rifle. Dude, your ex-wife is crazy as fuck. I have no idea if you were with her before, during, or after this event, but do you remember when she crashed into my roommate's brand new parked car on Vauxhall? I do! I don't know if you were with her at the time and that was the reason she was drinking so much, or if you're with her after and you should have just seen that red flag, but Jesus Christ, I'm glad you got out of that as soon as you did. Jesus Christ. Oh man. So Sue, apparently you work with my mom. Nice to meet you. My mother is a saint, so it must be pretty awkward at the water cooler when the Antichrist and the saint are talking. What does the conversation be like? What is the conversation like? I ate this many children this weekend. She's running off to the corner, grabbing her rosary. This is why I pray. This is why I pray. Oh man. Wow. Oh man, that's right. Oh man, right.
You're fucking A.
All right, not bad. Keep it going. Let's
I mean, I can't do much. I don't know you guys. You seem like a lovely couple.
We are.
I mean, you have been married 3 times, right?
We are.
4 times? 5 times? Okay. So Nick.
What do you think? Should I do hat off?
Nick, the man of the hour.
Head up.
Hat
You having fun?
Hat off.
Of course.
You having fun? I hope so.
Mentally so. There you go.
Black. Black. That's what they call you, really? Now, why is that? Why is that? Is it because you're the blackest white kid around?
Destroyed.
Or is it because it's the color of your soul?
That's it. Right.
Well, either way, you Edward Norton looking motherfucker doesn't. I don't think you'll be rolling with the black crowd too often. It looks more like you should be singing at a KKK meeting in the deep south of Alabama. And I shaved my beard like this for a few reasons today.
Tell me why.
Why? A, because I mean I needed a little trim. I needed a little trim and I could. Why the fuck not, right? B, I figured all you guys would like the old-timey baseball look, because you got such...
I'm trying to guess what president you are. Martin Van Buren,
Well, I just...
John Adams. Which president?
In reality, I just wanted to try to look as half as racist as you do on a daily basis. So I went with the Confederate general, the Civil War. I figured that would be a good fucking... as close as it gets. And like I said before, I've never known anyone who knows as much useless, stupid fucking trivia as you. Seinfeld, 90s Nickelodeon, baseball. Yo, apply that incredible retention ability to something more productive than winning side bets on poker night. And by the way, I have the Beats album sitting on my table at home. Yeah, hell yeah.
Big pun. Hit it.
Yeah, so I've been playing poker with you guys for a while. It's been on and off for years and years and years. It's been good times, everything, ups and downs. But I've never ever seen somebody claim, as much as you do, I had the best hand going in and I got sucked out on. Always do. You always do. I mean, that's poker, bro. Ups and downs. Sometimes you don't have the best hand. I've never seen anyone go as nuts on you and that shit. But I think that's pretty much all that I have. So I'm glad that you invited me to do this. It's a privilege, and I hope everyone shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, Adam Minary. Adam Minary. All right.
Yeah, everybody. If you're gonna take a leak, do it now. Trust me.
A little bit fun in the background.
The reason they book you last.
A little bit fun in the background.
I think this is intermission.
Intermission. Garner Center, intermission.
Nick has some really weird friends.
Don't worry.
You got that?
Don't worry, it's just about to get real. Don't worry, everybody.
Nah, man.
Alright, nobody. It's good.
No, we want to get you back to
Oh, don't worry.
Very nice.
So tell you, the reason I'm last.
Hey, DJ, do you remember? Make that shit up. Come on.
Hey,
Something in the background.
what's that? I'm on the request line.
Where's that thing?
That's not your intro. All right, listen, Nicholas. All right. So hopefully the next one up is going to be a little bit funny. Next up,
All the roasters get
I'm hoping Amont. Next up, I'd like to introduce the man that everyone should keep their teenage daughters away from.
Wow.
Now, I'm not saying he's a pedophile or anything, but I did overhear him say one time that the only thing
He stopped that last year.
that the only thing that's better than an 18-year-old was two 9-year-olds. Welcome to the stage, Adam. Get him when their boobies are budding, Matt Montanaro.
Hold on, Emma, wait for them to get in. Don't worry, I'm about real things. Don't worry.
Adam.
Hello.
Let's go. All right.
Yo, wait for them to get in, Emma.
Oh shit. That's better than that.
I'm gonna get another burger. Everybody let me know when they're ready for me.
We're ready.
Oh, I got one.
How about a burger for Adam?
I'm sorry, I guess I'm gonna listen.
How about a burger for Adam?
Alright,
Ladies and gentlemen, Adam's having a burger.
Go ahead.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, Adam on here. Here we go. Hey, Missy, let's go.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, what's up, Nancy? Peace.
If I knew I was coming to a circle jerk, I would have worn my galoshes.
Hey!
What did I do? Let's drop.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Adam Montanaro, let's go. Let's hear it.
What's poppin'?
What's poppin', baby? Let's go.
Look at this lineup we got here. All these recovering cokeheads and pill poppers. Old washed up blonde. This is a roast of the Debbie Does Dallas reunion special. It's like a sausage fest up here. Fuck's sake. Just what to expect at a Donovan party. Bring your own booze and absolutely no bangable broads in sight.
There's one in the corner right there. I'm not sure.
I'll tell you what, this is a nice place though. It's a nice venue we got here. Most of us only had to drive a few blocks to get here. Drew's son had to walk like 12 blocks to get here. Let's get it cracking though. There we go. Nick's dad, Ron Don's here. That's awesome. I'm gonna keep it short because Ron Don's, he's got a DJ senior night at Galactic Bowling tonight. We're gonna keep it short. And then he's got exercise in the morning, so we'll make it quick. Right. Ryan, you look like every 80s singer combined. You got it all, man. You got Phil's voice of Daryl Hall. You got the Jerry Curl dripping flavor of John Oates, and a foul mouth of inebriated wife like Courtney Love. Speaking of that, Sue's here. Nick's mom.
Hey, Sue, how you doing? Nice to see you.
Sue's a real man's man. You know what? I had to do my research on you, Sue. I watched the roast of Nick's little brother Mikey and asked some of our friends about you because, honestly, anytime I've ever been around you, I was got. Which is pretty much what I'm told is how you have to be around you. You know what? I'm not going to go into the details of what I found out about you, but from what I get from it now is you're just this really big whore. You've blown more girls than all my blown more dudes than all my ex-girlfriends combined. I'll take it one step further. I'll take it one step further. I'll say you're the Category 5 hurricane of whores. You blow down everything in your path while destroying homes and families and thriving on warm, salty liquid.
Bring it back to life. Shit, that was good.
Speaking of lost, anybody seen Drew's kid?
Where's he at, Adam?
Drew's lost more boys than Neverland.
Where's he at, Adam?
Drew, how'd you even find a chick to bang you? You're as sexually as appealing as a genital wart. You look like you should be albino. Drew, you make Chris Benoit look like Father of the Year. Anybody know what the difference is between a bag of Coke and Drew's son?
What?
Drew never let a bag of Coke out of his sight. Nick's brother Ben's here. Nick's brother Ben was the best man at his wedding. And he didn't even have the audacity to throw him a bachelor party.
No bachelor party.
Caitlyn Jenner's a better man than you are. You're as much of a best man as Drew is an attentive father. You know, Ben recently admitted he has an addiction to pills. So if he hasn't responded to your calls and texts, try leaving a message in his medicine cabinet. He'll definitely find it there.
You might get that message.
He's been in a drug-induced coma. It's not his problem. Don't worry, Ben. We all saw it coming when he used to sniff salt at the table at Wendy's. Josh is here, everybody. Give it up for Josh.
Hey!
Josh, what the fuck did you shave your beard for, man? You look like you ate out a werewolf.
I don't even know, but it's fun. It does look like that, man. I don't know.
Josh is here because he heard it was an all-male review. Josh, you look like a Jewish lesbian. You look like Ellen DeGeneres has a thyroid condition. You ugly, ghoulish monster. Who were your parents? Uncle Fester and Shrek? You look like your mom had an affair with the Predator. Is that it? Oh, looks like that's it. And now to Nick.
Ladies and gentlemen, Adam Martinelli. Adam Martinelli.
Now to Nick, Mr.
Give it to him, Adam.
Mr. Class Scrum, New London High School of 2004, even though he only attended school for 3 months and then dropped out, and still somehow won Class Scrum for the year.
You still got it.
You may have seen him renting a movie from the last page at the Red Box, or taking the Yankees way too seriously.
Yeah.
You know, Nick, I'm surprised this was your idea because you usually hate everything that's universally loved. You miserable fuck. Nick's the type of guy to stand in the corner and jerk off at a gangbang just to be different. He spent a lot of time thinking it before he met Amy, actually. Nick's made more jerk sauce than a gay Jamaican. What do you expect? He never got any pussy growing up. Nick was so bad in bed, even the hand he masturbated with fell asleep on him. Never got no pussy. Never. Nick never got no pussy. Don't make no mistakes.
Never, babe.
Asbestos has been through more walls in this town than he has. You know, I don't know if everybody knows this, but Nick lost his virginity to Amy.
Oh, hey.
He was 18, a late bloomer, but trust me, we were all relieved. And he held on to her tighter than Drew's butt cheeks after DCF showed up to take his
Yes.
Did I skip Drew? I think I skipped Drew.
Keep going, man. Keep going good.
You skipped Drew. You skipped Drew. I've been drinking. I don't know what's going on. I've been drinking.
Keep going, bro.
Anyways, Amy was only 15 when they started dating. Nick was, of course, 18. But he still wiped it up without any thought of guilt, morality, or a 3 to 5 year prison sentence. It was a cold winter day when they met. He did what any predator would do. He stalked his prey from a distance. He saw Amy eating her Dunkaroos and drinking milk from her. And 12 years later, yes, folks, here we are. Amy took on quite a load when she married this miserable prick. But deep, deep down in her throat, she knew she could handle any load. You know, you guys got a pretty fucked up family. By the way, I just want to throw it out there. You guys got a pretty fucked up family for doing it. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. He keeps his family sheltered too, by the way, from the rest of humanity. I asked Amy once what her favorite movie was. She said, whatever Nick allows me to watch that night. You know, Nick, if you put in as much effort with your wife as you do being the general manager, CEO, and vice president of the New York Yankees, your love life might be a little more successful. No. It's funny because he was never that good at baseball. They used to pick Nick after the Asian kids. Hey, you know what they say? Those who can't do teach, and those who can't teach become a stay-at-home dad and work 10 hours a week at UPS.
Yeah.
Nick, don't get me wrong though, Nick's got plenty of time sitting on Amy's couch in Amy's house. Plenty of time to work on his rap album.
Yeah.
Nick, you're 30 years old, man, just give it up. You'll never be on an album cover. The only cover you're gonna see is a blanket from Amy after she comes home from a hard day at work and pops in one of her Nick pre-approved movies. Nick, you're so miserable. Is it because you're married to a woman with the body of a 12-year-old boy?
Are you getting paid?
Nick, you cheap bastard. As long as I've known you, you've been broke. You've been broke more times than your parents' marriage. How many jobs have you had in your life? 15, 16?
18.
18? That's fucking crazy. You sadistic bastard. It's almost as hard for you to keep a job as it is for Drew to keep his kid locked in the house.
Holy shit!
Fucking times, come on.
You know what? I'll
I
tell
have
you one
two,
day.
so.
That's fine.
Trust me, the saying goes is that we roast the one we love. But Nick, I don't have enough middle fingers to express how much I fucking hate it. Oh, shut up. You're arrogant, argumentative, a devout atheist. You have the personality of an aborted fetus. You think you're hot shit, but you're really just cold doo-doo. If you were half the man as your mother is, you'd be able to admit that you're wrong once in a while, just like she did after she decided not to abort you. You flaccid excuse for a husband. I'd wish you good health, but that just means I'd have to hang out with you that much longer. You're everything I strive not to be. Happy birthday, man. You fucking animal.
Give it up for A-Mine.
Yeah, bitch.
Happy 30th, Nick.
Alright, I need a top off. Hold on.
Oh, thank heavens that Nick finally has a funny friend.
Go time. Go time.
That was good, Amont.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Adam on
I'm
here.
glad, I'm glad that Nick has a
Everything in the cup is safe here.
All right, so last but not least, we've reached the man of the hour, one that I'm sure you'll find the funniest of all.
DJ, kick that shit. Oh, yeah. About time.
Raising him, however, has not always been so funny. We should have known he'd wind up being nothing but trouble when the first thing the doctor shouted was, "Would you look at the size of that head?"
That is a big fucking head. It's got a big fucking head. It's got a big fucking head.
Yeah, Nick, thank you. Thank you, Nick. Yeah. Thanks a lot.
You got a big head.
Things did run smoothly for a few years after we got him, and he was pretty cute and definitely way smarter than his brother. There was a short period of time in his early adolescence when we questioned his sexuality, but we allowed him to embrace his inner lesbian and experiment with a little cross-dressing.
You queer!
That's perfect.
That's perfect.
There was a short period of time in early adolescence when Nick questioned his sexuality, but we allowed him to embrace his inner lesbian and experiment a little with cross-dressing, that we got through this phase rather unscathed. Things took a turn for the worst a few years later, however, when Nick developed an addiction we simply were unprepared for. Oh no, I'm not talking about booze or coke or sex on the internet. His desire to become black was so strong that no amount of treatment could help him. His dad became an enabler, chilling on the porch wearing white
I know, right?
Can we just bring Nick?
Everything.
Can we bring Nick out?
I want to see Nick.
Anybody
you want Josh? Josh to go up again? Anybody? Let's go.
His dad became a bad enabler, chilling on the porch wearing wife beaters as his homie stopped by.
That was the sound of the Undertaker playing.
Chilling on the porch wearing wife beaters as his homie stopped by to drink Hennessy in the middle of the afternoon instead of going to work.
We're here, Miss Donovan.
Nick wanted to be black more than Michael Jackson wanted to be white, and he'd stop at nothing to get there. Pills, creams, and facial masks. He repeatedly asked me to give him a brown baby sister, and boy, I tried. But Ron would get pissed when he could no longer satisfy me after a night with Tyrone or Drayvon. Our marriage began to suffer. Nick started to steal booze out of the liquor cabinet and blank checks out of dresser drawers. Even credit cards from his friends' parents. His walk became a swagger. His walk became a swagger, and the pants he wore could fit his Auntie Carolyn. We hit rock bottom when he insisted his father quit his job and leave me for another bitch and brought me an application for welfare. So Nick took to the streets and he traveled a bit. He lived in Delaware, in Florida, on various basement couches and in the bathrooms at the beach. Somehow he survived living in the cold, cruel world without ever learning basic skills like balancing a checkbook or changing a tire. But he did it. Yes, he did.
Attaboy, Nick.
Yes, I appreciate that.
He actually married his beautiful baby's mama a few years ago, making an honest woman out of her before he impregnated her for the second time. The wedding I paid for was quite lovely, and they were able to hitch a ride to and from the ceremony from some awesome friends that were obviously too drunk to drive.
Where's Ava? Yeah.
Look at Ava.
Look at Ava.
With help from Nick's dad, Nick and Amy bought a cute little house here in New London, and it will absolutely be a perfect little house to raise a family in, well, as soon as Ron and I finish fixing it up and paying for it. He has two beautiful children now who are not only his pride and joy, but also his reason for living. They are also the perfect excuse of why he still hasn't had a job in over 30 years. Now, I'm not saying Nick is lazy. Oh, all right, well, yes, I am. Nick is lazy. Lazy doesn't even begin to describe the man we are celebrating tonight. Nick is so lazy, he lays down to rest before he gets tired. Nick is so lazy, people tell him he should try out for American Idol. Nick is so lazy, he sticks his nose out the window and lets the wind blow it. Nick is so lazy, Nick is so lazy, he won't even change his mind. So let's call our headliner up here now. And see if he can manage to take a few steps to the microphone. Ladies and gentlemen, oh wait. I think we have somebody else who'd like to say a few words.
Oh, come on. Here we go. Here we go.
Chelsea Cook.
Oh, here we go. She likes the blacks. Chelsea likes black guys. That's what makes it just. Chelsea likes the blacks.
Give it to him.
Come on, Chelsea. Rip, Chelsea, rip, baby, rip.
Alright, so about a week ago, Sue asked me if I wanted to roast Nick, and my answer was no way, I'm not that funny. Then again, pretty people don't really need to be that funny.
She's right. Case in point. Thank you. Right.
Well, Sue doesn't really ask for anything. She tells you what you're going to do, and you get to decide how long you want your ears to bleed before agreeing.
Yes.
I'm telling you, she will not take no for an answer. My uncle has actually turned this trait of hers into a drinking game. Every time he wants to say no, he drinks a bottle of wine instead. So she wanted me to say some things because I was there from the beginning. And growing up, our family was always really big on hand-me-downs. We would share everything. Nick would get Ben's things, I would get Nick's. Back then I was a boy named Cody. It's a long story, but maybe we'll get to it later. As we grew up, our styles changed. I became a girl, Nick became black, and Ben became short and round. I always sensed Ben felt a little left out, but I mean, he really got to ruin everything for us, so why would he? So it was a little bit surprising when Ben not only fucked something Nick had already ruined, he liked it so much he put it right out. I would like to say hi to Angie, but of course she didn't want to come because she knew this joke was coming. Nick, I'm really so sorry. I mean, most people get to forget their first time. You get to sit across yours at every family function. But to be fair, Ben does get something that Nick wasn't offered. The De Los Santos double. Does fucking Angie's sister make up for Angie fucking your brother? I think that cancels it out.
Yeah, it cancels it out.
Does it?
I think that cancels each other out, but blondes really aren't that good at math, so I'll let Zach decide. While we're still kind of on the subject of Ben's marriage wedding thing,
we're still there.
kind of. I have something that I've been meaning to tell everyone. Amy wasn't the only one found in a closet on that day. Down the hall and to the left, I heard the whimpers of a little girl, and when I opened the door, I was shocked to find Drew murmuring over and over again, "No homo, no homo, no homo." Stroking his tiny pink cock and being rammed from behind from a big black stud. Now, I'm not saying that makes Drew gay, but Mandingo did come in his mouth. Don't worry, Drew. I get it. Once you go black, you never go back.
What have you been hold on. What have you been taking on lately? Blackzilla? Blackzilla is what you've been taking on lately?
Drew? Now, on to the man of the hour.
Pump my gas on the way over here.
Happy birthday, Nick.
Happy birthday, Nick!
We grew up closer than most cousins do. You got to torture me a lot with flipping my pookie upside down, feeding me lemons, and putting me in timeout for completely unprovoked reasons. I'd say you're more of my big brother than my cousin. I looked up to you in so many ways. You're the reason I'm a Yankees fan. have fairly decent taste in music, and you changed me from my tomboy ways, letting me know that boys can be girls too. Nick was always down to let me cut and curl his hair, paint his toes, and become pretty princesses together.
Easy.
You are a pretty princess.
You are kind of cute. Some things never change.
You are definitely a pretty princess.
As we got older, all of my friends had a crush on you. I mean, who could blame them though? You were a badass rapping Puerto Rican whose clothes were perfectly 8 sizes too big. Unfortunately for them, your heart was taken by Amy, and boy did she luck out. Going from rapper to housewife had to take some adjusting, but I'd say you played your part right. You know, normal housewives spend their days cleaning, caring for the kids, getting prettied up for their husband, having dinner on the table when he gets home from a very long day at work. However, Amy comes home to her house exactly the way she left it.
Exactly the way she left it. Get it, Chels.
To a husband in 3-day-old PJs, and she waits until you're done delivering pizza to eat something that the cook's fucked up for something.
Go back to 27.
You know what? We have someone else here who knows exactly how shitty you are. How about it, Amy? You want to say some things and get them off your chest?
Come on, Amy.
Party.
Come on. No. I didn't plan out. No, I'm definitely. Sorry. Fuck yeah. Just make sure you have budget.
Ladies and gentlemen, Amy.
That's the only.
I literally posted this together before the roast tonight.
Good.
All right.
We would expect nothing else of you.
Ron, my amazing father-in-law, let me start off by thanking you for being that light of the future. You give me hope that one day my 30-year-old husband will age seamlessly into the finest 50-year-old grandpa around, the envy of every man and woman in the audience. Stu, I give you so much credit for dealing with a house full of men. Nick was a wonderful baby and a wonderfully horrible teen. Not that it's any fault of your own. You tried to raise the most honest and respectable man that you could. Unfortunately, you ended up with the complete opposite. I'll never forget the first time meeting you and Ron. I was 15. You two greeted me at my front door with reprimands on how to stay away from our son, you little slut. Nice to meet you too.
Yes. So
After
good.
never receiving an apology, I'm at least owed to thank you.
I got
Let's
you,
get
Nick.
honest. If it wasn't for me, Nick wouldn't be shit. I could have gotten on all of you, but I decided to delete that from my roast last minute. So I just got on Ben.
Alright. You were right to do so.
Ben's here tonight roasting his little brother Nick. But what can I say about you, my second favorite brother-in-law?
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, that's right. I'm still sour about you posting on Facebook that your favorite sister-in-law is TT Brenda.
Oh, God.
Really? I've been around since I wasn't even allowed around. But I get it. Brenda cooks for you, cleans for you, takes care of your kids for you. It's clear after your first marriage failed, you look for different things in your second marriage. Someone who wouldn't mind you being a polygamist. Congrats, Ben. You know how sister wives of your very own, truly a TLC special. But hey, it's only fair Angie shares Brenda with Ben. Ben had to take Nick's sloppy seconds with Angie.
Wow.
I wish you here.
Four? Come on.
I wish I would have come as hard as I wanted to.
That's what Ron said.
But thanks to our 5-year-old who ratted me out looking at your roast for tonight, I decided I should get some things off my chest. The past 12 years certainly have changed changed, babe. When I first met you, you were smart-ass, homeless, Puerto Rican, who promised to get us out of this New London by getting that huge music deal. Now you're 30, and I'm married to a grizzly bearded white guy sporting a dad bod and delivering pizzas. Sorry, babe, we can't say you're a chef. It's a fucking pizza.
He's a good cook.
We've been together, yeah, it's been a long time for people as young as, well, me. Long time fucking that same old one dick.
Let's go. Jesus.
You could say I don't know any better because all I've ever had, or, you know, what I'm missing, but... You know, when you turned 22, you decided you had to do you for a while, or do that cunt for a while. Yeah, it was hard, babe, I won't lie, but it was great. Your friends were really there for my vagina.
Ladies and gentlemen, Amy.
Yes.
You can't plan your own party.
I am so turned on right now.
What I meant to say is they really showed me how much more my vagina meant to them than your years of friendship. Lucky for you, I cared more about your dick than theirs. You finally came to your senses, realizing I was the only one who did everything, including paying the bills, and how would you function? And of course, the best sex that you've ever had. How would you ever get off properly again?
Properly.
After we made up after 8 years together and one wonderful kid, I finally got you to marry me, and how wonderfully thrilled you were about that idea. No, everyone, no great magical proposal, no beautiful ring. Thanks, Drew, for paying for that tattoo, by the way.
I hope that's your wedding gift.
Just your girlfriend of 8 years finally saying to you one night, what the fuck are you doing? Are we getting married or what?
That's how it works.
Yes, and now happily married. That is how it went. Now happily married to you. I still enjoy the same day-to-day bullshit and okay sex. But I love you. And I hope you had a wonderful birthday.
Finally, she gets out of her shell.
Apparently, Nick needs to kiss before he speaks.
Oh, there's still some fresh chicken wings left too.
Thanks to play something.
Play some music, Nick!
Intermission. Intermission.
Drop that joint, DJ. Drop that joint, DJ. That was great.
Hey, what a Nick song.
No, that's what I'm saying. Drop that joint, DJ.
Let's reminisce. Let's go back. Well, you're on. Living property from the old bank.
Nick, you ready?
Things are happening.
Nick Donovan, are you ready?
Nick Eric.
Nick Donovan.
Nick Eric, sit down.
So, Nicholas Donovan,
Nicholas Eric.
welcome Nicholas Eric Donovan. Have a joyous time celebrating the day your face rubbed my vagina. Nicholas Donovan. Come on.
Watch me happen. Yeah. You should have played one of your songs. This is how we fuck it up. You didn't write this. You should have played one of your own songs.
Ladies and gentlemen, Nick.
You have to freestyle first. You have to freestyle first.
Fuck it up. This is how we fuck it up. Come on.
Where's Nick Donovan? Where's he at? Where's Nick Donovan at?
night. All wait for Ben. All wait for Amon. I got all motherfucking night. Come on. Get out.
Black himself. The birthday boy. The black guy. The birthday boy.
Where's Ben?
Smoke on the mic.
Get your ass up here. I'm not falling down these stairs.
I think I
Play it on jam. Play it on jam. Little Wu-Tang jam. Wu-Tang. 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 Wu-Tang ain't nothing to fuck with. Big Daddy Kane. Big Daddy Kane. It's all on you, right? Let's go. Come on,
That's how you guys feel, huh? Bunch of fucking assholes, huh?
Yeah.
You got 5 jerk-offs, 1 women, and you know, it's a video camera taping it. This isn't a roast, it's an intro to a cocky video.
Get what you deserve! Don't worry, it's part of the script. It's part of the script.
Amon fell.
Oh, that was planned, yeah. Step up, come on, let's go. Oh, come on. Here we go, huh? That's all you fucking assholes got, huh? That's all you got. Shit, I heard Puffin Pete Brigham tell better jokes at Drew's dad's funeral. Come on. I've seen a funnier group of guys in ISIS beheading videos. Come on. Honestly though, you were all really great tonight, just hysterical, you know, give it up again for the roasters. Come on, they were good, right? Other than Josh. Everybody give it up for everybody other than Josh. Here we go. Yeah. This is awesome to have so many friends from the past in one place again. Seriously. This is exactly how I want my funeral to be. Me propped up in a casket like Weekend at Bernie's, and everyone doing brutal jokes about Drew. That's exactly how I want it. Mom, I would have thought you had a big part in planning this all. You know, you're the best party planner and you did help a lot. You know, but pretending like she did most of it is Amy, my wife, you know, who so desperately wants to take credit for this party. Yeah, sorry, babe, you know, but family parties are my mom's territory, and you can act like putting out the tablecloths and setting up the buffet was doing the whole shebang, but in reality, you'll always play second fiddle to my mom. You're Garfunkel, you know? You were less useful than the back of your throat is when you give me one of those just the tip blowjobs. It's just jokes, baby. I hate my mom just like you do. But you know, I really like all the jokes tonight about how unsuccessful I am, coming from this group of ragtag dickbags. There are 0 college diplomas on this stage. 0. And sorry, Mom, your learning how to take blood pressure certificate from 3 Rivers doesn't count. But Mom, you were funny as hell again, but you know, I listened to these roasts, and I just can't believe people are saying that Sue is just some pretentious, condescending, stuck-up blonde, because you guys are all wrong. She's not a real blonde. I don't know what you bleached more, your hair, your teeth, or your asshole in a desperate attempt to get Dad's photo back.
I know which one.
Which one? Sue started working a new job fairly recently, which is just your old job, you know, the same job you've always had. A nurse here, is a nurse there, is a nurse fucking everywhere. But you work on the sub base now as a nurse, and it's really gotten into your head that you're actually in the Navy. I mean, I gotta say, Mom, our country is so lucky to have someone like you battling on our front lines for our freedom, toe-to-toe with the enemy, you on the threshold of war, standing tall, ready to hand out ibuprofen and do a little paper. Mom, seriously, you're in the Navy like the village people are in the Navy. On a serious note, though, your generous nature has done so much good for so many people. You know, your charity work, and just your overall consideration for others. You know, you're loved by so many. Mom, you're like Oprah, in the sense that you think you're better than everyone and you treat Dad like Stedman.
I love you, Stedman!
On camera, you love him, yeah. But we all know of her efforts in Haiti, and you know, she has really created everlasting bonds with these children that she's helped, you know. And hey, as a bonus, you've now hung out with so many black kids that you're allowed to say the N-word. As long as you don't pronounce the ER, obviously. You're on the wrong side of 50 now, but you definitely look younger, you know, but we all have our imperfections, you know. What 50-year-old woman can say she hasn't experienced a little less firmness in some areas? But I gotta say, it's not fair. I mean, come on, Ma. Growing up, I liked my clothes a bit baggy, but you would always tell me to stop sagging my pants when your ass was allowed to sag all at once. You know, sure my jeans were a little too low, but your butt cheeks are droopier than Forrest Whitaker's left eye.
Let's go.
Who else we got over here? Huh? Wow. Seriously, it's a real who's who of who the fuck cares up here tonight, huh? Except for the one celebrity sighting we have, we got Ron Stamos in the house tonight. My dad, the peak physical condition demigod, handcrafted by Zeus atop Mount Olympus, sent to be bestowed upon us in the perfect form of Ron Donovan, translated from Italian for man of narcissism, god of the wedding singers, a man amongst boys but a pussy around his wife. You fear no man as they rightfully bow down, with their only true weakness being a shrill, sarcastic, and condescending tone emitted from the lips of this demon woman, lashing off her sharp tongue, piercing through your handsome armor like a blow to your Achilles heel. One look from Mom, and down goes the man, down goes the myth, and down goes the legend. Your fault. your fall was slow. Painful, but inevitable. But you just kept fucking marrying mom. What did you expect? Jesus, you could be out, you know how much tail you could be getting? Seriously? You could be out there banging 20-year-olds, but instead you reject more women than Jobs reject Drew's applications for employment after his criminal background check. Dad, you bite your tongue constantly and you can't even speak your mind to mom. You keep all those feelings bottled up. Dad, you gotta empty that bottle, you know? As much as Drew needs to stop emptying pill bottles. Dad, you hook-nosed greaseball. You're like Howard Stern if he was neutered. You look so much like Razor Ramon that I'm surprised you didn't talk about oozing machismo and pull a toothpick at me. You spend most of your days looking in the mirror, fixing stray curls with a palm full of Soul Glow. Could you possibly primp any more than you do? You know, we get it. You're 52 and you look like you're photoshopped. Your morning routine looks like the delicate, precise pruning of a bonsai tree. You know, I think his fear is if he lets his hair grow a little too long, he's gonna have to sign autographs all day as Slash from Guns N' Roses. And, I believe that was, it was the 100th joke I've made about you after 4 roasts, so I think I could probably lay off you down here. Amy, I don't know where you are.
Right there.
Oh, Amy. My beautiful wife. First of all, happy birthday to you as well. You know, your birthday is the day before mine, so give it up for her. Come on.
22.
You know, you really look lovely tonight. You know, I still go gaga over you. And it's not because you look like a pre-famed, no-makeup Lady Gaga. You kept telling me how I love the outfit you bought for tonight, told me to guess the color, you know, but then got all mad when I guessed raw meat colored.
Yeah, that's good. Oh yeah, I like it.
Amy, babe, the love of my life. My God, are you frustrating. You know, you deal with a lot though, and you handle it well. You're the best wife and mother a man could ask for. Sometimes you'll be a little off if you get to take your pill, you know. Amy was born with the very rare occurrence of having no thyroid gland, you know, which plays a big part in the body. Sadly, she was also born with the very common female occurrence of being a complete psychopath. You are the most indecisive woman I have ever met. You can't run to the store to grab a few things without calling me 5 times to ask my opinion. You're calling me as if I'm your lifeline on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and you're going for the $250,000 question. You're asking about thick cut bacon or maple smoke. I don't give a fuck, just pick one. You know, everything is maybe, knows me yes, and yeses me no. Yeah, that's why I just have sex with you whenever I want now, because even when you say no, you probably mean yes. Besides, it's not rape when you're married, right? But I gotta say, I swear to that pretend God that if I have to hear one more Children's Play story about Amiqua or Chandelier or some other ethnic name of a girl I don't know, not merchandising or upselling, which is all just code for folding fucking kids' clothes, I might snap, you know? Even your downtime is infuriating. You know, you just sitting there watching TV, I just want to lock you in a full Nelson until you go to sleep. You know,
It's fucked up.
You know, when I first heard you... I got another page on Amy. Relax, I got another page. Come on. So,
That's the second
Amy. So Amy, you know, when I first heard years ago about you watching these Real Housewives, I thought, you know, finally a show with good women role models that you can look up to and maybe learn something about cleaning up the house or making sure the bills are paid or dealing with the kids or cooking a decent meal or shutting your fucking mouth when the men are talking. But instead, you just fine-tune the art of women's psychological warfare and ruining any moment of relaxation that even thinks of entering my life with some sorry excuse for an actual problem like, I'm hungry and I don't know what to eat. You know what? Here's an idea. Instead of telling me what you want, let me guess unsuccessfully for 20 to 30 minutes. Then let's argue about it for another half hour until any chance at a decent night watching a movie is squandered, and I end up storming out of the house on a mission to get you something you will definitely hate, but I will love. Like a Philly cheesesteak, so I can vindictively shove my face full of that slop while you sulk in the corner, stomach growling quietly on your phone, typing out a Facebook status about how miserable your night ended up being, but all you had to do is say, I want some fucking sushi. And let's do that for the rest of our lives. How about that?
Yes!
You know,
Yes!
no,
Yes.
really, I exaggerate. You know, we don't fight that much. We don't fight that much. But when we do, we make it a good one, don't we? You know? Start the crying, get the mascara raccoon eyes going. You know, I scream, you scream, we all scream until you look like a Sarah Michelle Gellar in a TMZ photo, caught coming out of the store after a public breakup with Freddie Prinze Jr. buying a pint of ice cream. You know, you're like... Anybody stay with that?
Yeah.
You're like Buffy the All My Hopes and Dreams Slayer. You know?
Yes! Yes!
But you know, we've been together for almost 12 years now, and we had our very brief time apart when we were young and stupid, you know? But no matter what, you're gonna come back to that person you can't live without. And that's the man who takes your ass, Jerry. And your regular Jerry. And, you know, really the game is just name an orifice, and whose dick and balls have unequivocally been there first and last? The answer is always me, you know? I am your true soulmate. Thanks for the great party, Nick. I love you. How many ass cherries taken in the room tonight? Huh? We got at least one.
Yes.
Drew got taken to jail. I taken 20 out.
Yeah, you wish, honey. Yeah, you wish, honey. Sit the fuck down.
Here we go. Come on.
Sit down. Am I done?
Have I done you,
You wish I
Josh,
had you
Amon,
back, honey.
Drew, or Dad?
Crush him.
Ben, am I done? My big brother. My big brother. You know, you really set the tone tonight. You were great as usual. You know, a lot better than the people after you, obviously. But it sucks to see you so funny at this roast when we didn't do a roast for your 30th birthday. You know, that's ridiculous. We should have. So, I'm thinking maybe we could do a roast for your next birthday, call it a few years late, or maybe set up a roast for your next divorce, because it's really a toss-up on which one's going first. Ben, your marriage is shakier than furniture from IKEA. So I'll tell you what, you better take advantage of that once-a-month missionary position with only a half chub, 3 minutes of getting your dick hole poked by the tip of her IUD sex before she's long gone. You know? You fucking wimp. You're the only guy who is pussy whipped by a pussy he barely gets. Your voice sounds like an auto-tuned queef when your wife is mad at you. Oh no, Angie's upset because you rolled your eyes? Time for your voice to get higher than Drew with a Klonopin cocktail stuck in his windpipe on his last suicide attempt. Seriously though, Ben, come on. You pudgy pansy, you're built like Archie Bunker and you whine like Edith. You know, not everybody knows. Not everybody in here tonight knows. But this is also your coming out as a pill addict party as well, right? Yeah? You're doing good now, but Drew isn't the only prescription abuser. He's not.
I'm not.
You know?
I'm not.
You pill-popping slob. You're like Paul Bunyan. You wear plaid shirts with a red beard, and you always have a blue oxy with you. I mean, you paint houses all day, pay child support, and still come home to a bunch of Spanish kids. You're a loud muffler away from being a Mexican. which to my knowledge is still the worst thing you can call a person, you know? So I'll be done with you on that note, because really anything after Mexican could only be a compliment, right? This is fun, huh? This is fun. This is good stuff. How about this, huh? I'm telling you, you got my 3 groomsmen for my wedding up here, Ben, Drew, and Adam, or as I like to call them, the assholes who didn't throw me a bachelor party.
That's his fucking fault.
Adam's fault? Speaking of Adam, you know, Adam showed up to my wedding more drunk than most people left it. True story, not even joking here. Amont was so drunk at our wedding that he ended up stealing a bunch of nice hangers from the coat closet that night.
Did you? They were wood, right?
7 to be exact.
But you can't blame them, you know.
They were cherry wood. Cherry wood.
Nice. They were nice hangers, it's true.
Cherry wood.
But you can't blame them, because you'd be cutting corners too if you had to pay for as many abortions as he has. You know, Amont, I know him a long time, great friend, great guy. You know, he's the kind of guy whose golden rule is, you know, it's okay if they're underage as long as they suck dick in an 18-year-old body. But seriously, seriously, he's a real lady killer, you know? Or at least he must be, because anytime I've met a chick he slept with, the next day they disappear, never to be seen again. And I'm not so sure you've been very safe every time you engage in your promiscuity, you know? Amont likes his sex like Drew leaves his kid, unprotected. You fucking olive, oily, skinned man whore. I don't know what you've done more of, squeezing nipples and getting pussy, or squeezing pimples and getting pussy. Adam actually has a condom rolled onto his flaccid dick right now as we speak, just in case he bumps into a Dominican girl with daddy issues. Paige, you might as well pack up. But speaking of Paige, but you know, we're older and wiser than that now, and it's really nice to see you settling down with a nice girl who only looks like she's a 14-year-old Russian gymnast whose body fat is so low she doesn't get her period. But when it comes down to it, she is of age. She really is of age. I mean, she's not renting a car anytime soon, but, you know, she's old enough. You know, man. 1 year. 1 year to a car. 1 year so you can take a trip. That's nice.
You liar, bitch! You told me you're 27!
But Amont, seriously, we went from stupid teens to, you know, all grown up and moved out of our parents' house years and years ago. Well, in your case, about 1 year ago, you moved out for good. You came dangerously close to being a 30-year-old man still living at home. But I get it, in some situations, it's good for you to stay at home and save up some money for your future, you know. Now, that's not what you did with your sleazy Italian arrogance. You couldn't help but squander every red cent you earned on high-quality marijuana and low-percentage sports gambling. But since you didn't save any money, thank goodness you finally outlasted your grandmother in a fierce battle of move out or die. Who's first? And you emerged unscathed and victorious with a free house, with only Naughty's ghost as a roommate, and a chance to finally spread your wings.
That was low.
You son of a
That was low.
Yes.
A chance to finally spread your wings. You can't spread them too far, though. I mean, you moved 10 fucking feet from your parents' house and moved out of, and you still share a driveway with them. It's true, you do. You still share a driveway with them, and you have to hear your mom and dad coming home drunk from Tony D's every night while you're thrusting your enormous wild boar-shaped body onto your tiny girlfriend, nearly killing her in a case of accidental autoerotic asphyxiation. So yeah, I guess it really worked out for you, huh? Played out perfectly. But dude, let me be honest, seriously, you've really bulked up over the years and not in a good way, you know? Yeah. You look like you're wearing a winter coat under your sweater tonight. You fat, sweaty alcoholic. You look like Rob Kardashian with heat stroke after a 3-day bender with Lamar Odom. But you matured. You really have matured over the years. You know, you used to be all about sluts and whores. And now you just like to spend time with your female dogs and do a little gardening, you know? I guess you're all about bitches and hoes now. But really, your newfound life of a green thumb and a monogamous cock aren't much different from your manho days, because you still like to take your shirt off, oil up, and with no glove, shove your fingers into a little brown hole, digging around to loosen it up, before you plant your seed, keeping it hot and wet, and finally pulling out a giant cucumber from that dirty little cavity. Amon, you are living proof that you can take the whore out of the man, but you sure can't take out the dormant herpes virus that you likely contracted over the years.
Okay. Boom, you bitch!
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, Nick Donovan.
Finally a good joke tonight, huh? We got some good jokes. Take it to the end.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's what's going in tonight. I'm gonna fucking make up for a while.
Mikey, not everybody knows Mikey. He's right there, straight there. He was supposed to roast tonight, but he didn't end up doing it because he has my father.
Pussy!
I was too busy at college.
Oh, yeah.
Cocksucker!
Mikey, seriously.
Where?
You were the slain victim turned champion of the last roast. If anybody saw the last roast, you know. We roasted you less than a year ago and everyone just slaughtered you. But you came back and you were by far the funniest. So I am so glad to see you could make it tonight. You know, I'm more excited to see you than our cousin Chelsea is to see how many black guys are here tonight. Chelsea, she came for the roast, but she's staying for the all-you-can-eat black dick buffet after. But Mikey, my boy, 18 years old, you flew in from Tampa University just for this roast. And I gotta say, it's just awesome that you could take the time out from putting yourself $80,000 in debt just to make mom and dad think you'll actually do something with your life. You know, but I'm sure that 20 years of making minimum payments on those student loans will definitely be worth the 3 frat parties, 2 random vaginas, and 1 experimental gay encounter you had. Mike hasn't done shit. The most work Mike has gotten done at college so far is taping a dryer sheet onto the end of a toilet paper roll to blow smoke into so his dorm room doesn't smell like weed. Somebody had it.
Yeah.
But, you know, I'll lay off you, Mike. I don't want to be the one to provoke the next college shooting. Joshy boy, here we are. We're at it right now. Here we go. Josh, my buddy. Seriously, you did, you did something up there tonight. I mean, it was funny how unfunny you were. And I have that written down ahead of time because I had the full confidence that you wouldn't be funny and you'd make half of this audience want to go smoke a cigarette. I mean, you did okay. You did okay under the circumstances, but I mean, you looked nervous, man. You looked more scared than Joe's son, Jack Raleigh, wandering on Ocean Avenue while his Uncle Drew is in a narcotic-induced coma at Auntie Dawn's house. seriously, Josh, not everyone knows you here that well, you know, but we've been friends for quite a few years now. You're a good guy, man. I love you. But,
Love you, Josh.
But that's why I feel comfortable telling you that, dude, you just fucking look awful, simple and plain. You're a sight that makes sore eyes. You are this mishmash of random body parts crammed together on this hefty torso. Jesus, you look like a Mr. Potato Head put together by an autistic kid. You fucking raggedy humpback monstrosity. You look like a troll under a bridge with 3 billy goats worth of scruff on your face. I mean, you'd be so much better off shaving that sad, patchy excuse for a beard. It looks like pasted on pubes for my perfectly groomed ball sack. You look like a butch lesbian transitioning into a hermaphrodite. Not full transition to one gender, as if you want the bushy vagina still, but you want a big hefty sack of balls hanging from it. You fucking pear-shaped druggie. You look like a hemp-flavored gummy bear. But Josh, man, it's no secret that you like the psychedelics, you know, hallucinogens, that's your thing. But I really think you fried the last of your brain cells, man. You have the speed and motor function of a spinal cord injury victim taking his first painful steps in physical therapy. You're like Yergo the Turtle with polio. Not a lot of people know, but Josh has a twin brother, you know, although they don't look alike at all. They really don't. But that's because I'm pretty sure Josh started out as an abnormal growth protruding out of the side of John's neck and was hacked off and somehow formed into this blob of a young man we all know today. You're awesome.
Yes.
Can't believe you survived.
Nick Donovan.
Drew. On to...
We're waiting for. Do you need to come sit over there?
No, you're fine right there.
Oh, shit.
On to the man we all really wanted to be roasting tonight, my good buddy Drew.
Drew, good to see you, Drew.
Drew, you know, he's a great guy. Good values, you just never give up, you know? He's the kind of guy who really lives by the motto, if at first you don't succeed, lie again. Holy fuck, Drew, you stretch the truth more than Ben stretches out his underwear elastic. More than Amon stretches out a tween's pussy. More than Amy stretches out a bottle of makeup that's 2 shades off from her actual color. More than Josh stretches out a bag of mushrooms at a Dave Matthews concert to make sure he's tripping for the whole weekend. More than my little brother Mikey's Jew nose has stretched out all the rubber bands on his Halloween masks. Drew, really though, you're this disgusting slob who has this sick obsession with all the candies that haven't been stocked at the gas station in 2 years. Really, have you ever seen anybody regularly buy Chuckles and Chunkies? And now all that junk you shovel into that narcotic disposal you call a mouth is the reason people chuckle at you, because you're chunky. You fucking doughy bastard. What a pair of jugs you have on you. If I was blindfolded and had to pick out one person in this room to titty fuck just by feel, you'd be spending tomorrow trying to comb my jizz globs out of that bizarre blonde beard.
Holy shit!
Seriously though, what fucking color is that beard anyway? Honey mustard? Holy shit, that yellow plumage on your half-wit, jaundiced face, you look like Larry Bird with the bird flu. Those fucking jacked up teeth and that little comb over you do sometimes. You look like Sloth from the Goonies, and I've seen you be just as aggressive over Baby Ruth. But I don't know, somehow you're still cloaked in this illusion that you're actually this good-looking guy. You know, I don't see how any woman could think you are too sexy. That awful toilet water-colored hair and your inherent retard face. You look like inbred right said Fred. You look like the kind of pervert who gets caught taking upskirt photos of women pissing in a Walmart bathroom. Like the kind of sicko who stands on the outskirts of a playground with his hand in his pocket that has a hole cut in it. You know, everyone calls you Drew, but your real name is Phil, short for the family name pedophilia. You have a rapist wit and a child rapist face. The only kid you don't try to pick up is your own kid when it's your day to get him from school. I mean, Drew doesn't have much schooling himself after high school, you know, other than his master's degree in deadbeatology from the Casey Anthony School of Parenting. But I gotta say, Drew's name, it really gets around these days, you know? I don't know where the name Drew Raleigh has been printed more, on prescription pill bottles or in the police logs. We all know by now about Drew's struggle with his opiate addiction. We all know it, you know? And today's a big day for him, you know? He got his 9th hole punch in his pharmacy frequent filler card. One more and he gets a free bottle of OxyContin. He has snorted so many crushed up pills, when he starts coming down, he just has to pick his nose and eat it to get high again. Fuck out of here, never slept a pill. I gotta say though, you know, a couple perk 30s and those glazed over eyes have you looking like Peyton Manning with concussion symptoms. To be fair though, Drew only took so many uppers with the hopes that it would counteract his diagnosed Down syndrome. Here's a true story. And this is something I've never really spoken of. When we were really young teenagers, Drew, you know, he obviously lived right down the street from me and would sleep over my house all the time, you know. Now back when we were hitting adolescence, Drew was the horniest little scumbag I've ever seen.
I still am.
Yeah. So one night, we lay down to go to sleep, Drew across the room on a bed, 10 feet away from me on my futon, and I start to drift off. And then I'm startled and awoken to a strange sound, almost like someone is trying to shake that jellied cranberry sauce out of the can. And to my disgust, I realized that this weasel-dicked meat jerker is masturbating in the same room as me while he thinks I'm sleeping. You know, so I didn't know what to do. I tried my best to block it out and went to sleep, and I awoke the next morning to an early rising Drew, ready to make his swift escape as the beat-off bandit. He leaves, and I go over. And I go over to this horrifying scene with the hopes that it was all a bad dream. But alas, it was not. And wiped all over my blanket was a frightening amount of ejaculate. I immediately stripped the bed, washed it so many times, but could still never bring myself to use that blanket again. But to this very day, that blanket is my little brother Mike's favorite Chicago Bulls that he slept with every night for 15 years. Mikey, I am so sorry I never told you, but you have been getting Joe splooge on you for more years than any woman ever has. So on that absolutely disgusting note, I want to thank you all for coming tonight and saying all these awful things about me. It was really fun. You know, when it comes down to it, you all know that I'm one of the best fathers, husbands, and friends that any of you assholes could have in this shitty life. So fuck you all, and I love you all.
Yeah, bitch.
Have another one, Amon. Have another one.
Should I go help her?
Somebody get Amon a bucket.